Hello friends, today I am going to discuss unit-wise important concept of chemistry from section A part. In section A, first unit is some basic concept of chemistry. In this unit, you have to study matter definition as well as types of matter. In types of matter, you have to explain solid, liquid, gas, their constituent particle arrangement, whether they have fixed shape and volume, and also you have to mention example of the solid, liquid, gas and their diagram, how the constituent particle are arranged, that diagram, and also you have to study physical property definition and example. After this, you have to study mixture definition and types. Next, you have to focus on chemical formulas. This one is important for fill in the blanks as well as match the following. And sometimes they may ask write valency definition and write the chemical formula of magnesium sulfate, calcium sulfate and so on. And also study this one SI unit, especially 7 fundamental quantities SI unit, that is length meter, luminous intensity, candle, temperature, Kelvin and so on. You have to study all the 7 fundamental unit SI units. After this, next one is law of chemical combination. In law of chemical combination, at least study 3 laws. Simple laws, it may be law of conservation of mass, Avogadro law, law of constant proportions, so on. Any 3 simple laws. After this, you have to study atomic mass, molecular mass definition, molecular mass calculation, and also this one, atomic mass values. And percentage composition calculation, this one is very important for 3 mark. You have to study percentage composition calculations. Second unit is structure of atom. In structure of atom, you have to study atom definition. After this, you have to study fundamental particles. Remember, this one is fundamental particle, not fundamental units. Fundamental particle or subatomic particle, in the sense you have to mention about proton, neutron and electron, their definition, amount of charge, mass and symbols. After this, you have to study merit and demerits of Bohr's atomic model as well as hydrogen spectrums using Bohr's theory. Both of these 2 questions carries 5 mark. After this, you have to study molecular weight as well as atomic weight definition as well as their molecular weight calculation as well as atomic weight value, and also you have to study equivalent weight definition, equivalent weight definitions. Next, acid base salt unit. In this unit, you have to study acid base salt definition and examples. Sometimes they may just ask examples only, or sometimes they may ask both definition as well as example. Normally, these questions carry 3 mark. After this, indicator, you have to study indicator definition as well as example and the types definition as well as examples. And also for 3 marks, they may ask name indicator. So name indicator, in the sense you have to mention the example of indicators, that is methyl orange, methyl blue, phenolphthalein, etc. After this, you have to study molarity, molality, normality, definition and formula, and also focuses on molarity calculation as well as dilution related calculation. Dilution related calculation, in the sense you have to study N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2 related formulas. After this, you have to focus on oxidation reduction definition as well as examples. Next, 4th unit is hydrogen peroxide. In this unit, you have to study chemical formula, that is H2O2, and also study preparation, write the preparation with the chemical reactions, and also you have to study 3 uses. Next, reaction of hydrogen peroxide with the potassium iodide as well as this one, ferrous sulfate. Next unit, that is sulfuric acid. In sulfuric acid unit, you have to study formula, that is H2SO4, and you have to study uses, at least 3 uses, and also the sulfuric acid reaction with the zinc, copper, magnesium, iron, sucrose, that is C12, H22 and O11. After this you have to study the reaction with the H2S, hydrogen sulfide. Next, sixth unit is nitric acid. In nitric acid unit you have to study formula, that is HNO3, and preparation or manufacture of nitric acid by Oswald process. This one is a very important question for 5 mark. After this you have to study aqua regia, definition and their uses. Next, seventh unit is halogens. In halogen unit you have to study iodine uses. Next, in fluorocarbons you have to study definition, after that preparation and their uses. Next, you have to study halogen name and their symbol also you have to study here, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, Br, and iodine, that is I. Next, coordination compound. In this unit you have to study application of coordination compound, at least 5 application. Next, also you have to study biological application. You have to explain hemoglobin functions and the chlorophyll function, vitamin B12 function, and so on. Next, hemoglobin coordination compound that contain dash metal, that is iron, Fe2 plus metal. Next, ninth unit, that is radioactivity. Here you have to study natural radioactivity or radioactivity definition, properties of alpha, beta, gamma particles or alpha, beta, gamma rays. After this you have to study half-life period, definition, example and formula. Next, you have to study isotope definition and example, and also application of cobalt 60, iodine 131, phosphorus 32 and sodium 24 isotopes applications. Next, 10th unit, that is caustic soda or washing soda. In this unit you have to study definition of caustic soda and their uses, and also you have to study sodium carbonate or washing soda preparation, uses and definition of washing soda and their composition of washing soda, that is Na2CO3 10 times water. Next, calcium compound unit. In calcium compound unit you have to mention uses of calcium compound, POP, what is the full form of POP, and their composition, preparation, so on. And next, composition of bone. You have to explain composition of bone. Next unit, that is X-ray. In X-ray unit you have to explain about production and application or uses of these X-rays. Next unit, that is colloids. In colloids, definition of colloids, crystalloids and suspension is important. Also study 5 points related to their difference between colloids, crystalloids and suspension. Next, Tyndall effect and Brownian moment. This explanation is important for 5 mark. Dialysis explanation and any 3 applications of this colloid is important, that is related to food, medicine and smoke related. 14th unit, study Bronsted concept of acid and base. After this you have to study buffer, solution, definition and example. Also study types of buffer, their definition and example, importance of buffer in medicine, and also study pH definition as well as pH value of biological fluid, and also study Henderson's equation, derivation and their application. Last unit of this section A, that is classification of element. In classification of element, how to study Mendeleev's and modern periodic law statement. After this, you have to study numbers of groups and periods in modern periodic law, modern periodic table. full form of IUPAC, and anomalous properties of water. This one is important for 3 mark. Definition of electronegativity, electron gain enthalpy, and ionic radii. Thank you for watching.